Hey, adrenaline junkies, welcome back. What you're about to see isn't scripted, it isn't staged, and it definitely isn't safe. This is raw police body cam footage where one bad decision turns into a chain reaction of chaos, sirens, and split-second judgment calls. Stay locked in, because once this starts, there's no pause button.
In Miami, Florida, on August 21st, 2023, officers were alerted to a stolen vehicle. After a quick search of the area, they located the car that matched the description. Once the license plate was confirmed, the officer activated their emergency lights and sirens. However, the suspect refused to stop, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Passing 48th Street. Yeah, 46, please. 1028 Bravo, X-ray 86 Charlie, White Kia. Southbound 79, approaching 36.
Miami 1182.
36th Street going under the 826 right now. Speed 72 miles an hour.
744 on Hollywood.
Officers attempted a pit maneuver to stop the suspect, but it was unsuccessful. Despite this, the suspect's car was visibly damaged. With other units closing in on the area, officers knew they had to act quickly to stop this suspect before he escalated the chaos even further.
Signal 4, signal 4. 23. There's going 12 Whiskey now on 72nd Avenue.
12 Whiskey on 72nd Avenue. 401 pick.
The officers successfully stopped the vehicle by pinning it to a fence. The suspect exited the vehicle and tried to flee on foot, but he was caught just moments later. He was arrested and taken into custody, bringing this intense chase to an end. On October 29, 2023, Arkansas state troopers were in pursuit of a Nissan Altima. After 10 minutes of chasing the suspect, assistance was requested. Trooper Tommy then responded and headed en route to provide support. As soon as Trooper Tommy joined the pursuit, he quickly took the lead and became the primary unit in the chase.
We're here at Caraway, turning on Parker. Parker Road. Eastbound Parker.
Highway 1, I'm gonna try to head up Parker Road.
He's pinning, roll over on Parker.
Trooper Tommy executed a pit maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle into a ditch where it rolled over onto its roof. Multiple troopers quickly moved in, rescuing the suspect from the overturned vehicle and arresting him unharmed. The suspect was taken into custody, successfully bringing the chase to an end. On September 24, 2023, two teenagers stole an SUV, sparking a high-speed pursuit with the Florida Highway Patrol. After receiving reports of the stolen vehicle on Interstate 75, an FHP trooper caught up with the red SUV. However, the driver failed to stop when signaled by the trooper. The trooper stayed close to the suspect vehicle, patiently waiting for the right opportunity to execute a pit maneuver. After multiple TVI attempts, the suspect was brought to a stop, ending the chase. The suspect was then arrested and taken into custody without further incident.
We'll probably have time to get to the cash river and put bikes out there.
Some people take stealing to a whole new level, just like this suspect in Forest City. On the night of February 13th, 2025, he decided to steal an ambulance from the Forest City Medical Center. Once authorities were notified, Trooper Paget searched the area and quickly located the stolen vehicle. But when he activated his lights and sirens, the suspect had no intention of stopping. And just like that, a pursuit was on. Comment down below if this video got you thinking, why would someone even steal an ambulance?
We're heading north on 63. Right now. Okay. What are your speeds now?
As the suspect showed no intention of stopping, the trooper knew he had to intervene. Waiting for the perfect moment when the road was clear, he prepared to bring this suspect to justice.
Put my spotlight in the mirror.
We'll probably have time to get to the cash river and put bikes out there.
TVI.
More units there. I'm at the 228.
Show me your hands, I'll shoot you!
The stolen ambulance came to rest on its side against the tree line. Troopers held their position, giving commands as backup arrived. A drone revealed a heat signature near the crash site, and just as a K-9 was about to be deployed, the suspect emerged and surrendered. Identified as Tamara LaRue, she was treated for injuries before being transported to jail, facing multiple charges, including felony fleeing, theft of an ambulance, and obstructing government operations. A red Dodge Challenger was spotted making unsafe lane changes. When Trooper Freeman ran the plate, it came back expired. He activated his lights and sirens for what should have been a routine traffic stop, but it turned into anything but routine.
Anybody close? 4, 630 West, approaching Woodrow.
The suspect was quickly stopped just as he took an exit. He may have considered running on foot, but once he saw a trooper's weapon drawn, he knew it was over. He was arrested without further incident and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end and putting one more suspect right where he belonged. 11th, 2022, Little Rock police were in pursuit of a stolen vehicle. After struggling to stop the suspect, they called in backup, and Arkansas's State Trooper Tyler answered the call. Trooper Tyler quickly caught up with the fleeing vehicle and took over as the primary unit.
Here you go. 21 Lyric, I'll call it. Our street just passed. Our street, South Carolina, Missouri. Traffic light, speed 70 miles an hour. So, 49. With it. Southbound, Captain Wood. Shut.
Occupied 2 white males, Arkansas 14-9.
Southbound Rock Street, Patterson South Sandbox, speed say 80 miles an hour.
After Trooper Tyler took over the chase, he didn't waste any time. Within moments, he lined up and went for his first pit attempt.
Cornfield, pretty dense, South Carolina. Traffic is light, speed 60.
After the suspect was sent into a pole, Trooper William Cash made sure the chase was over, slamming his cruiser straight into the vehicle to block any chance of escape. The suspect exited the car and was arrested on the spot without further incident. No additional details have been released, but one thing's clear. He learned the hard way why you don't run from Arkansas State Troopers. 4. North Little Rock police were in pursuit of a red Dodge Ram linked to a theft investigation. The suspect was heading northbound on US 67, and Arkansas State Police were called in to assist. That's when Trooper Ledden positioned himself just before the Redmond Road exit, ready to take over.
1
Trooper took over and wasted no time attempted a pit, but instead of giving up, the suspect got even more reckless, tearing through a construction zone at high speed. That was a clear sign. He was willing to do whatever it took to escape.
Man, I got him up here at 11, I think. I'm going to take just a second. I'm coming out.
Officers had to physically pull him through the window to make the arrest. A baggie of suspected meth was recovered nearby, and a civilian involved in the crash was taken to the hospital. The chase was over, but the charges were just 2025 in Lee County, Florida. It's just after 11 p.m. when Trooper Peachman spots a dark SUV speeding down State Road 78 with its hazard lights flashing. At first, it looks like a medical emergency. The driver brakes hard, drifts across lanes, and then stops suddenly. But when the trooper approaches to check on him, the SUV takes off. That's when the chase begins.
Romeo 97. Papa Juliet Kilo. Vehicle heading.
Trooper Peachman moves in, executes a pit maneuver, making intentional contact to shove the SUV toward the curb. But the driver recovers and keeps running. Moments later, he jumps onto US 41, driving the wrong way. Speeds climb past 100 miles per hour as the suspect weaves through traffic with no headlights, no taillights, and no intention of stopping. At one point, radar clocks him at 133 miles per hour. At this point, the pursuit is completely out of control. The suspect's speed and reckless maneuvers make it nearly impossible for troopers to find a safe opening to end it. They're looking for any chance to stop him, but every second he stays on the road, the danger keeps rising.
Traffic, continue to follow the road. They're at 100. Just fucking the lost guys station. Car prep.
The trooper waits for a safe opening, then decides it's all or nothing. Ignoring the speed and the risks, he knows this suspect has to be stopped before someone gets hurt. He pushes his cruiser harder, closing the gap, and in one bold move, shows the suspect exactly how it's done.
Put your hands up! Get out! Get out! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Do it now!
A second pit maneuver sends the SUV spinning off the highway. With weapons drawn, the trooper orders the driver out, and this time it's over. The suspect is identified as Colton Dean Smith, a Florida man already on probation and driving with a suspended license. 7 suspensions and 2 cancellations on record. Inside his pocket, trooper found a glass pipe with drug residue, and inside the SUV they found a loaded firearm. Smith admits he ran because he was afraid of going back to jail. After being checked at Lee Memorial Hospital, Smith was cleared and booked into the Lee County Jail on multiple charges. On October 6th, the possible homicide suspect from Michigan was apprehended by the Ohio State Highway Patrol after a pursuit on I-75 southbound. Just before noon, OSHP received notification that Michigan State Police were chasing the suspect, identified as 33-year-old Ronald McLaurin from Warren, Michigan, as he approached the state line. Troopers successfully took over the pursuit near Wales Road in Northwood, ensuring a swift resolution to the dangerous situation.
Lane 115, traffic moderate. 120 left lane. Passing 195 now. We're catching the traffic ease. Passed on the shoulder, 112 on the shoulder.
Spikes are set.
39 on the spikes.
Crossover just off of the what's the way of 192.
Okay. 117 left lane. Moderate traffic on the left lane. 115.
The trooper continued the pursuit of the suspect while another officer strategically positioned spike strips ahead, preparing to deploy them as the suspect approached. With tension mounting, the scene was set for a critical moment in the chase.
We're getting some moderate traffic. He's still left lane, 115 miles an hour. Passing on the shoulder, 24.
Trying to get north of the 164. That's too far out. Alright, I'm gonna try and get up north Baltimore. Okay.
About the 183 south, 115 miles an hour left lane.
Clear sight. Be ready to come in once it comes down.
I still have MSP behind me. Passing on the shoulder, 115 miles an hour, 23. Passing the second car on the shoulder, 115 miles an hour.
The suspect was driving recklessly, weaving between vehicles on the shoulder and maintaining a high rate of speed. After 10 minutes of relentless pursuit, he approached the position of the trooper who was poised to deploy the spike strips, ready for a decisive intervention in the escalating chase.
Here, 171.
690's out of it. It's got spikes.
The suspect avoided the spike strips, but the trooper trailing him struck the strips and was forced to abandon the chase. However, multiple patrol cars remained engaged in the pursuit, ensuring that the operation continued in an effort to apprehend the suspect.
39.
167.
South Concord 167, Mike 164.
Uh, 18 going eastbound, stretching westbound.
Westbound on 18.
The suspect abruptly turned into a gas station, exited his vehicle, and fled on foot, creating a chaotic scene as officers quickly mobilized to apprehend him.
I'll let inside that building.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get your dick on the ground! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Get on the ground! Get your hands on the ground! Right now, get on the ground! Get your hands up! Get down! Get down! No weapons! Stop! No weapons! Alright, so no weapons! No weapons! Lay down! Lay down! Lay down! Give me your hand! No weapons! Give him hands! No weapons! Give me your hands! Okay. Cover! Cover!
The suspect was successfully arrested and taken into custody without further incident. On October 31st, 2024, Trooper Russell was stationed in the median on U.S. Highway 67 when he spotted a small passenger car traveling northbound at what appeared to be an excessive speed. Using radar, the speed was confirmed at 94 mph, well above the posted limit of 75 miles per hour. After the vehicle passed, Trooper Russell turned around to make a stop, but the driver failed to yield, initiating a pursuit.
Oklahoma Queen Frank Boy 250 QFB 250.
The driver continued to accelerate and slow down unpredictably, refusing to stop despite the trooper's emergency lights and sirens. It became clear that this pursuit was escalating, but the question remained: how much longer would the trooper wait before executing a TVI to end the chase?
I'm almost touching their rear bumper and they're just not acknowledging me. We just passed 81, speed 63.
As the trooper positioned himself alongside the vehicle, the driver still refused to react. Realizing it was time to bring the pursuit to an end, the trooper decided to waste no more time and executed the TVI to stop the chase.
TVI, they're off in the... Lay your arms down like an airplane.
Was it going home?
The suspect was arrested and taken into custody without further incident. When asked why he fled, he simply responded that he was going home. In 2024, Trooper Escamilla was in pursuit of a black Jeep that hit speeds of 135 miles per hour. She lost sight of the suspect after he took an exit and made the call to cancel the pursuit. But not long after, she returned to the last known location, and that's where she found him.
It's going to be Highway 70, getting ready to get on the I-40, and it is Black Mobile. We are getting on the I-40 West.
After taking an exit at high speed and passing cars on the shoulder, the suspect lost control and crashed into a ditch. Trooper Escamilla approached, but suspecting he might be armed, waited for backup. Once additional units arrived, K9 Labo was deployed and successfully tracked the suspect Kevin Collier, hiding in a field. He was bitten during the arrest and later treated by medics. A search revealed Collier's real ID, and a check showed he had 3 extraditable warrants for aggravated assault, possession of a deadly weapon, and drug charges. He admitted he fled because of the warrants. In 2025, Arkansas State Trooper Jacob Bird joined a high-speed pursuit of David Simon, who was driving a black GMC Sierra at over 95 miles per hour. Shortly after joining the chase, Bird took over as the primary unit.
Off on his 5 strips, where do you need me set up at? Hey guys, we got a trooper behind us. We can get a chance to move over and let him.
26 cars on the second primary.
Wait, you'll have a 20. Expect it at the 88. I'm going to keep him from taking the exit. What y'all's 20?
That's who we're after.
90 westbound.
Cars from primary. Stand by 60 stops.
Speeds are 55.
Stand by for DVI.
He's dead.
Trooper Bird executed a slow-speed tactical vehicle intervention that caused the truck to spin multiple times before coming to a stop. Troopers immediately jumped out of their patrol cars and took the driver into custody. In Miami-Dade County, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper located a stolen truck sitting at a traffic light. Just as the trooper stepped out to make the arrest, the suspect hit the gas, kicking off a high-speed pursuit through the streets. Let's see how this chase unfolds.
1155, I got the signal 10, he's fleeing. We're going to be 826 eastbound from 12.
826 eastbound from 12, is he on foot or from the signal 10?
I'm behind a signal 10, black GMC Benelli. It's going to be a 28 of 47 Bravo, Zulu, Romeo, Quebec. We're going to be eastbound 23. Alright, 23. I believe he's signal for the vehicle right now.
The suspect showed zero regard for the safety of others, weaving recklessly through traffic and even colliding with other vehicles. In the chaos, he blew out a tire, but that didn't stop him. This pursuit just got a whole lot more dangerous.
He's going 12 whiskey, now going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over. Let me see your net! Let me see your...
With a blown tire, the suspect lost control, veering off the road and crashing into a truck, causing it to roll over. Fortunately, the chaos came to an end and the suspect was taken into custody. Now, here's a question for you. What punishment do you think he deserves for all this? Let us know in the comments. Thurston County, Washington. On November 6, 2024, the Thurston County Sheriff's Office attempted to stop a stolen vehicle on Delphi RDSW. The driver refused to pull over and fled, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour. The vehicle repeatedly swerved into the oncoming lane, driving at dangerously high speeds.
We're about 90. It looks like the engine's starting to give out. Vehicle's smoking pretty bad.
Receive smoking badly. Stand 14 for 1, I can test spikes at Skyfire 110.
Yeah, please. Alright, he just passed the vehicle, no passing zone in the corner.
Just past vehicle, no passing zone.
We're still west.
The suspect was driving recklessly at high speeds, passing other vehicles in no passing zones. With the danger escalating, the trooper was determined to stop him before he caused a potential accident.
Receive passing 95.
As soon as I get a second unit, I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Attempting grapple.
Westbound 110.
Copy westbound 110.
Eastbound side.
350 eastbound 110.
No grapple, no. Gotta grapple.
32.
TA.
The sergeant deployed one of the new grappler devices, causing the suspect to veer off the road, crash through a chain-link fence, and hit a tree. The driver fled on foot and ignored commands, but was quickly apprehended by K-9 MAC and deputies. A search warrant for the vehicle revealed a handgun and a substance believed to be methamphetamine. The driver, who had an escape warrant for felony assault, along with warrants for hit and run and reckless driving, was booked into TCSO jail on charges of attempting to elude, possession of a stolen vehicle, unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, driving with a suspended license, and resisting arrest. On April 9, 2022, in Forsyth County, Georgia, state police spotted a Dodge driver weaving through traffic and making unsafe lane changes. The driver initially pulled over to the side of the road, but as soon as the trooper approached, he accelerated and fled the scene, sparking a pursuit.
4248 primary. Right on Marketplace. Making a charge, going back to 400.
The Dodge driver accelerated and sped off, but one trooper had already positioned himself ahead of the suspect and set up spike strips. As the suspect drove past, the trooper successfully deployed the strips, deflating the tires. After his tires were deflated, the suspect came to a stop and found himself surrounded by multiple patrol cars. Troopers quickly exited their vehicles to arrest the fleeing suspect.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Between Majors and Shallow.
Vehicles, we're gotta stop.
40 in custody.
The suspect was successfully arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. In this video, you'll get a glimpse into a day in the life of a New Mexico State Police trooper. It all started with a call about a stolen vehicle hauling a camper trailer. After about 20 minutes of searching, troopers spotted the suspect. What followed was a wild pursuit.
County Road 88. He's traveling south on East Frontage Road.
Channel. Can I just advise previous to give a plate out of 452 Williams Charles Roberts for Dr. Williams Charles Roberts. Straight turns to over 2010 Chevy. To letters and messages of Venezuela. I believe that.
The chase escalated fast. Within minutes, the suspect slammed into two vehicles while hauling the trailer and swerved all over the road, making it nearly impossible for troopers to safely execute a pit maneuver. Just one thing's for sure, it was shaping up to be a long day at the office for these troopers.
Also notify a supervisor at 80 tried running head on this dude on right off BRAINROT 88. Yeah, then I'm getting on 88 now. And we'll be right behind you, brother. Also, one back to Lieutenant. 76 from Riverside. We have 746 from District 20, brother. I'm sure they touched it.
With the suspect barreling straight toward oncoming traffic and no safe opportunity to stop him in this area, the trooper knew he needed backup. Realizing the danger, he called in assistance, even if it was still miles away.
4003 right now.
After the trailer detached, the suspect picked up speed and vanished from sight. Troopers searched the area for over 30 minutes, but he was nowhere to be found. With no visual and no leads, the chase was called off. This time, the suspect got away. 21st, 2024, what started as a routine response to a domestic disturbance turned into pure chaos. Around 4:15 p.m., a Monroe County sergeant radioed in with just two words, "Send help." Moments later, he stole my patrol vehicle. The suspect, identified as Armando Lopez, had just stolen a fully marked sheriff's unit and fled from police.
stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central.
Just after stealing a fully marked patrol car, Lopez wasn't done. He stole a red Kia SUV. At first, officers didn't realize he had switched vehicles, but once they put the pieces together, the hunt was back on. Troopers quickly tracked him down and set up stop sticks, waiting for the stolen SUV to make its approach.
I'm traveling 100 miles per hour, heading northbound. He's following a mile and a half ahead of me.
Jesus Christ.
Turning away from me. He's about 100 miles an hour on the shore.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4. I ain't getting open.
Getting open. Come on, push to the side.
All right, push to the side. Watch crossfire.
I'm taking mine out. Body right there. Body. I got you. Watch it.
Is he 7?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Can you hear me? Get up on your. On the side. He's on the side. I can't.
After being removed from the wreck, Lopez was handcuffed, medically cleared, and taken into custody, though not without resisting again while being loaded into the patrol car. Turns out Lopez was driving with a suspended license from a previous DUI and had multiple violations across state lines, from stealing a patrol car to a 100+ mile per hour pursuit to a brutal crash. It all ended with shattered glass, felony charges, and a one-way ride to the Key West jail. On February 26, 2025, Trooper Melanson of the Florida Highway Patrol attempted to stop an Infiniti X37 for speeding, but instead of pulling over, the driver hit the gas, reaching a staggering speed of 151 miles per hour, turning a simple traffic stop into an extremely dangerous high-speed pursuit. Trooper Melanson was able to bring the chase to an end after causing the suspect's vehicle to crash into a guardrail. The trooper quickly exited his patrol car and took the driver into custody.
Slowly! Open the door now! If you move your hands, I'm gonna shoot you, bro. Get out and get on the ground now. On the ground. Hands behind your back now. Get up. Get up. 10-4, 1
The driver was arrested without further incident. During the investigation, he ultimately admitted to consuming alcohol and was found to be driving while intoxicated, adding DUI to the list of charges following the high-speed pursuit. 2024, an Arkansas state trooper sat stationary when a white SUV came blazing past, well above the posted speed limit. With no hesitation, the trooper shifted into drive, flipped on his lights and sirens, and gave chase. But the moment the SUV driver spotted the patrol car in his rearview mirror, she hit the gas even harder. What started as a speeding violation turned into a full-blown pursuit.
Speed are about 80 now. Looks like he's going to pull over right now.
The woman pulled onto the shoulder and stepped out like the stop was over. But in a sudden move, she jumped back behind the wheel, and that's when the trooper made it clear that there would be no second chances.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! I don't care! Show me your hands! Is there anybody else in the car? Step back to my voice! You better step back to the sound of my voice and do it now! Listen to me!
I'm running out of gas. I'm going to run out of gas. I'm trying to get the gas.
Listen to me! Turn around and face the other way. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Backwards to the sound of my voice. Walk backwards to the sound of my voice.
This woman is about to realize she's made the worst decision of her life, reigniting a chase she could have ended peacefully. And in the next few seconds, she's going to learn exactly why you don't play games with Arkansas State Troopers.
Step out of the car! Step out of the car! Stop what you're doing! Stop moving! Get down! Get down! Roll over! Roll over! Roll over!
You got her?
I was running out of gas. I was just running out of
Cover the
gas.
car. I hadn't made sure it's clear yet.
I was running out of gas, y'all. There's nothing in my car.
Claiming she was running out of gas wasn't exactly the strongest excuse. Troopers weren't buying it, and she was taken into custody without further incident, bringing this reckless chase to an end. On June 17, 2024, a smuggler in a Ford Explorer led Texas troopers on a high-speed chase through Webb County. The pursuit began when a trooper attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver sped off, evading capture. The smuggler drove recklessly, putting others at risk as troopers worked to apprehend the suspect.
Still headed eastbound on Killam. Vehicles on the. We're in the construction area, right underneath the loop. The flyover construction area underneath the flyovers.
Jump off construction area under the flyover. Jump off still southbound on 35.
Bella. Subject has a polo shirt with a stripe.
During the pursuit, the smuggler drove on the wrong side of the road, making the chase even more dangerous. Eventually, the driver bailed out of the vehicle and fled on foot. After a brief chase, the smuggler, identified as a resident of Laredo, was captured and arrested. He was charged with smuggling of persons and evading arrest. 4 illegal immigrants were apprehended and referred to Border Patrol for processing.
Hey, behind your back. ¿Estás bien?
Ah, sí.
Okay.
Me cansé gacho.
I believe it. Me too, man.
Tenía bastante sin correr.
Troopers spotted a driver weaving in and out of lanes and exceeding the posted speed limit. Believing it would be just another routine traffic stop, the trooper activated lights, but the driver failed to stop and initiated a wild pursuit instead.
37 to 30 miles.
37 negative.
1734, Romeo Fox, 1734 RF so far.
1030, stop. What's your reason for stop?
The suspect was fleeing through a residential area, and the trooper was unsure if performing a pit maneuver was a good idea.
Attack, come back to you.
1050. Back up to 10-4 for me to pit.
Heard it.
Still on Conway. Pit. Taking off 1 foot. Back to the trailer park right here.
When the suspect exited the vehicle and fled on foot, the trooper decided to pursue him in the patrol car. However, the trooper ended up damaging the patrol car in the process. He then awaited assistance to search for the suspect. With the help of K-9 units, the suspect was located and arrested without further incident. On June 12, 2024, officers responded to a report of a person shot. Upon arrival, they located 4 male suspects involved in the shooting who were in a blue Tesla and attempting to evade police.
Stay red.
Copy. Should be coming up to Whitehall next. Stand by.
Sounds like you're alone. Do you still have a secondary unit?
That's a negative. Continuing over McDaniel. Yes, I do have a secondary unit. They can call it.
Lanes of travel. Gonna be going 70 plus. Still on Whitehall.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41. We are still south on Whitehall, crossing over RDA.
Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41. We are still south on Whitehall, crossing over RDA.
60 miles, wrong lane. Travel again, back on the right side.
The suspect driver lost control of the vehicle, causing it to become disabled.
We're still on lead. 40 road spinning out. He's
gonna be on lead. He just gained control. We gained control.
Spinning out. He's gonna be right on lead. He just gained control. We gained control. Continuing on lead. The vehicle is slowing down. Still with it. Just stopping in the middle of the intersection. The vehicle had up. You got a driver running out. I'll stay with the driver.
Hey, coming up on your 6. Hands down.
Hey, you got him? I'm gonna go him.
Don't you move, I swear to God.
Hey, are you good?
Stand by.
I got a question.
Go.
The driver fled the vehicle on foot while the 2 suspect passengers remained inside. The passengers were quickly detained by surrounding units and taken into custody. Officers were able to apprehend the driver after a brief foot pursuit. A firearm was recovered, hidden under the driver's pants leg. The driver and passengers were identified and arrested. The 4th and final suspect, who had fled from officers on the day of the shooting, was later identified and apprehended outside the jurisdiction. On June 6, 2022, Trooper Kendrick Davis was on patrol when he noticed a vehicle from oncoming traffic exceeding the speed limit. Acting quickly, Trooper Davis pulled onto the side of the road, waiting for the driver to pass. Once the vehicle approached, he activated his lights and sirens, signaling the driver to stop. However, the driver ignored the commands and continued, prompting Trooper Davis to initiate a pursuit. The driver led Trooper Kendrick Davis on an off-road chase, recklessly speeding through rough terrain. For a brief moment, the trooper lost sight of the vehicle as it maneuvered through the landscape. However, just moments later, Trooper Davis encountered a surprising turn of events, bringing the chase to an unexpected conclusion.
At the end of Red Wagon Road, and check your treasures.
Oh, wow! The driver completely rolled over, leaving the vehicle in a crumpled state. Trooper Kendrick Davis quickly exited his patrol vehicle to check if the driver was still inside and assess the situation. The driver fled, most likely into the woods, leaving the wrecked vehicle behind. Despite an extensive search, the driver was not located. And with that, this intense chase came to an end. On August 29, 2023, Trooper Soto of the Florida Highway Patrol attempted to stop a black Mercedes. Moments later, he informed other units that he was in a pursuit, as the driver failed to stop. The suspect decided to hit the gas pedal to the floor, gaining some distance between himself and Trooper Soto. However, 3 minutes later, another trooper took over the pursuit as the primary unit.
Black Mercedes. Long Olive Road. Making a right on a Berkeley. Right on Berkeley. Light traffic. Turning south on Berkeley.
The trooper executed a pit maneuver at the traffic lights, which was enough to stop the suspect. The trooper arrested the suspect on the spot and took her into custody without further incident, effectively bringing the chase to an end. An Arkansas state trooper spotted a vehicle with no license plate pulling into a gas station. But the moment the trooper pulled in behind with lights and sirens, the driver made his choice, hitting the gas and fleeing before the trooper could even step out of his cruiser.
They're okay. Right now, we just moved over to the right lane. I'm sorry, I'm actually eastbound heading to Gulf City. Passing Palm Street, light traffic. Speeds are at 92. The turn lane coming up on Dixie. Turning north on Dixie Street. Slowing down. But we're still going northbound on Dixie right now. Speeds are at 29, no traffic. When I pull into the parking lot, it's going to be a black male driver. Still northbound over the tracks, heading into the Dixie area.
Alright, 33, I'm here with you. We're turning southbound onto power line, crossing the train track, 36 miles an hour, no traffic. David, I'm almost to you.
The suspect pushed the limits, swerving wildly and barely keeping control. He briefly hit the highway, but the escape didn't last. He dove off at the next exit. That's when the chaos exploded, tearing through neighborhood streets at over 100 miles per hour, turning quiet roads into a danger zone.
Passing Mongolia. We're passing one car, but they're yielding 57 miles an hour. Very good, Sunday on State Police. North on Ridge, 15 miles an hour, no traffic. We're coming up to F. We're going to be east on F. No traffic, car or pedestrian. 25 miles an hour.
West on F.
We're hanging out, Dave, we're still westbound on it. We're coming up to camp. He wrecked out. Block him if you can. And 16 miles an hour. We're trying to get up there on stage.
Even after losing control, the suspect somehow recovered and kept running. Call it luck if you want. But moments later, it happened again. And once more, against all odds, he managed to pull it back together and keep fleeing.
Eastbound 38. And he wrecked out again. 36 more.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Still north. That's some 44. Let me buy you.
Go around, try to block him in, but he's gonna try to take off.
Eastbound. West on F, sorry. 26 miles an hour, no traffic. North on Orange, 18 miles an hour.
It was mind-blowing what the suspect managed to pull off and still keep running. But his luck was running out. Troopers were closing in, his car was giving up, and soon he had nowhere left to escape.
South on Maple, 16 miles an hour. One park on our way to Big Human. Hey, if you're not involved in 33 units, get flag set up. Last name I will pull over, pull over. We're at Maple in there.
If somebody can get up there. Hey, I'm taking on your right, taking on your left, taking on your left.
Hey, get the out of the car! Now, or you will be shot! I got you.
Get down, down, down.
Get out of
Stop right there. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
Seeing officers surrounding him with guns drawn and a K-9 unit ready to go, the suspect decided against running on foot. It was probably the smartest choice he made all day. He was taken into custody without further incident, and it's safe to say he won't be behind the wheel again anytime soon. August 26th, 2023, Trooper Joshua was on routine patrol when he spotted a Toyota SUV speeding above the posted limit. When the trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver made a split-second decision to flee, turning a simple stop into a high-speed pursuit. The suspect nearly lost control after jumping the median, but somehow managed to recover and pushed on with his reckless driving. At this point, it was clear this chase had to be brought to an end before anyone else got hurt.
Coming up, Jimmy Lamb. I'm going to hit Jimmy Lamb from 0.
The suspect was all over the road, crossing medians and weaving through traffic, willing to do whatever it took to escape, no matter the cost.
I'm taking 0 right now. They've got the road closed on 0 at about Jimmy Lamb. Can't get through.
Let me see your hands. Don't move. Don't move. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground.
After a tense pursuit, the suspect was finally brought to a stop and arrested. He was taken into custody without further incident, bringing this dangerous chase to an end, as a stabbing at a construction site quickly turned into a violent rampage across town. On July 13, 2022, Troop K received a chilling call: one suspect, multiple victims, and a vehicle fleeing the scene. But this time, it wouldn't end quietly. A witness followed the female suspect to a gas station, where she reportedly stabbed 2 more individuals. That's when Trooper Sheldon, Sergeant Oseguera, and Garland County deputies jumped into action. Once they spotted her vehicle, everything escalated into a full-blown pursuit.
We're going back eastbound on these.
Back eastbound on Loop 3 and K5.
Let the city know though. 16 directory. 5 to 8, can you show go eastbound or west?
We're back eastbound on 70. That's in Magic Springs.
Coming up on Magic Springs.
I pitted them. They're rolling. They're rolling. Right by Feral Gas. Right by Feral Gas.
The pursuit came to a violent end when Trooper Sheldon executed a pit maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle rolling multiple times before landing on its side. Troopers approached with extreme caution, not knowing what to expect, but found the woman inside unresponsive. EMS arrived within minutes and transported her to the hospital in critical condition. Despite the chaos and the injuries, she survived. 2022, outside of Forest City, Arkansas, Trooper Hess attempted to pull over a vehicle driven by 19-year-old John Bomar. Dispatch had warned that the young man was possibly suicidal, but instead of stopping, Bomar fled, pushing the trooper into a desperate pursuit down rural roads.
4C, I'm 1037, passing on double yellow. Traffic light, speed 65, accelerating. Okay.
see him use a turn signal whenever he took the 242 exit. He used the turn signal to swap lanes, but I was going to use that to talk to him, just check on him. Still southbound on Newcastle, going towards Arkansas Avenue. In the curve, speed's 55 miles an hour, no traffic. Towards the interstate, northbound on Washington. 13, are you close where you can come up here and pit him? Almost to the interstate, I'll let you know. Okay, staying northbound, 84 miles an hour, northbound, coming under the interstate.
Down on one, speeds of about 100, traffic light.
As the chase continued, the suspect pushed his car past 110 miles per hour, flying down the highway with no signs of slowing. Primary Trooper Hess held back, keeping the vehicle in sight while waiting for backup to arrive. Moments later, another trooper joined the pursuit and immediately took over as the primary unit, setting the stage for what would soon become a devastating end.
Pit. Start at 1016. Start at 1016.
The suspects rolled several times and landed on its side. Troopers rushed in, shouting commands for the driver to exit, but there was no response. Moments later, they realized why. He wasn't even inside the vehicle. Just a few meters away, they found him lying on the ground, unresponsive. Despite their efforts, the 19-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. On January 14, 2025, a trooper was conducting speed enforcement on US 90 in Gadsden County when a silver SUV approached at high speed. Clocked at 78 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone, the trooper attempted a traffic stop. However, the driver had other plans, accelerating instead of pulling over, turning a simple stop into a full-blown pursuit.
Go ahead. I got you 1020 at 90 and Old School. Go ahead his way. He's out down on 90 at the First Farm Road.
The suspect sped up, creating some distance, but the trooper kept him in sight. After 7 minutes, the trooper closed in again, now with another patrol car joining the pursuit.
You're still eastbound on 90, coming up on Bigman Wiggly, keep it about 110 to 115, traffic is light. He is now Boulevard. Roger 1, let's back out.
The suspect lost control on a curve, fishtailed, and spun 180 degrees before crashing into a fence. The impact brought him to a stop, and a patrol car made minor contact with his vehicle. He then fled on foot through a trailer park, jumping several barbed wire fences before being captured by Trooper Cabe. The suspect, identified as Yul Kongkwan Perkins, was taken to the hospital after complaining of chest pain and shortness of breath. 2025, an ASP trooper spotted a vehicle with expired tags and lit it up for a routine traffic stop. The driver pulled over at the intersection, but this was no ordinary stop. Just as the trooper stepped out of his cruiser, the driver hit the gas and bolted from the stop. What he didn't realize is that running from an Arkansas state trooper is a mistake you only make once, and he was about to find out exactly why. The trooper closed the distance fast, and with the road clear ahead, he lined up for the move. At nearly 130 miles per hour, he executed a pit that sent the suspect's vehicle rolling violently into the ditch. The car was completely destroyed, metal twisted, glass shattered, but somehow the driver survived. Shaken and out of options, he was pulled from the wreckage, arrested, and taken into custody. The chase was over, and that driver learned the hard way why you never run from Arkansas state troopers. On June 13, 2023, an FHP trooper was patrolling northbound on US 27 near Harvest Boulevard in Lake County, Florida, when he spotted a gray Lexus speeding at 90 miles per hour in a 55 zone. Radar confirmed the vehicle's speed at 87 miles per hour. The driver pulled over, and troopers initially thought this would be just another routine traffic stop. But what unfolded next was far from routine. It was about to take a turn for the worse. After stopping the Lexus, the trooper requested the usual documents, but the encounter quickly escalated. The driver, Abdulrahman Gada Sami, denied the speeding allegations and provided evasive answers about the car's expired New York registration, which had been overdue for over 6 months. When informed the vehicle would be towed, Sammy grew argumentative, directing offensive remarks at the troopers, and even attempting to seek help from passers-by. Despite being assured of a supervisor's contact, Sammy's frustration only grew. As citations were issued, Sammy resisted, making physical contact with the trooper. When handcuffing was attempted, Sammy ignored commands, exited the vehicle, and struggled against the troopers.
Get out of the vehicle. Come on, step out of the vehicle. I was not here. Step out of the vehicle. Are you serious? Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. You are under arrest. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. I'm going to step up. Step out of the vehicle. This is the assault. This is the assault. You're watching the fight. I'm not. I'm turning. I'm turning. I am turning back. I'm turning back. Are you serious? My hands off it. I'm not.
The situation took a turn when Sammy was placed into the back seat of the patrol car. That's when chaos began.
Officer, can you open the window? I can't breathe. Officer, I can't breathe. Open the window. Oh my God. Freddie! 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 Please, open the window! 1049, please open the window!
As a result of his actions, Sammy now faces multiple charges, including battery against a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest without violence, and failing to report a vehicle address change within the required time frame. What began as a simple speeding violation quickly escalated into a series of offenses that landed him in much deeper trouble than a traffic citation. On Friday, December 13, 2024, Trooper observed a dark sedan speeding at 110 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. As the vehicle passed, the driver braked suddenly before cresting a hill. Trooper attempted to catch up, but saw the sedan accelerate to 130 miles per hour. With lights and sirens activated, Trooper pursued the vehicle. As they approached Interstate 630, the suspect vehicle turned off all lights, continuing to evade pursuit. Trooper then notified Troop A Communications, declaring an active pursuit.
Item 14.
I'm trying to catch 130. Alright, I'm 1037. He's blacked out. We're taking 630 east on 430. Turned his lights back on. We're slowing down. We're here getting on 630 on the ramp. It's a maroon Toyota Camry, Tim tags. Driver, get out of the car! Put your hands up, get out, step away from me. Nope, you stay in there.
Okay, I'm with you.
Driver, step out, face away from me. They've stopped here on the ramp. I've got 4 guns. Face away from me. Walk backwards to me.
The vehicle came to a stop on the ramp. A felony stop was conducted and all 5 occupants were detained. The driver, identified as Mr. Keelan Shorter, admitted in a post-Miranda interview that he had been attempting to evade capture. But once he realized he couldn't escape, he pulled over. All 4 passengers were released without charges. Mr. Shorter was transported to the Pulaski County Regional Jail and charged with fleeing, vehicle or conveyance with substantial danger of death, speeding, reckless driving, and driving on a suspended license. Designed for off-road adventures, not high-speed getaways through a 60-mile-per-hour construction zone. And on November 12, 2024, Arkansas State Police Trooper Austin Duncan initiated a high-speed pursuit in Benton, Arkansas. The driver, Bernard Williams III, ignored commands to stop and took off.
Let me know if you think they
The way the suspect took off even caught the trooper by surprise, but one thing was clear. If this didn't end soon, it could end in disaster. So the trooper kicked it into high gear and started applying pressure. The trooper executed a precise TVI, causing the Jeep to roll multiple times before crashing into a ditch. Bernard Williams jumped out and tried to run, but he didn't get far. Officers quickly caught up and took him into custody. Inside the vehicle, they found marijuana residue and a firearm. Now, Williams faces multiple felony charges. This pursuit was fast, violent, and dangerous. But thanks to the quick thinking of Arkansas State Police, it ended before anyone got seriously hurt. On Friday, October 11th at 9:43 p.m., Trooper Landry was traveling on I-40 West near the 153-mile marker when a Toyota Tacoma sped past in the number 3 lane. Using radar, Trooper Landry confirmed the vehicle was going 115 miles per hour. The trooper caught up, reaching the same speed, and activated emergency lights and sirens. As they approached the 151-mile marker, it became clear the driver had no intention of stopping. The vehicle switched to the number 1 lane and exited at the 150-mile marker, with the trooper still in pursuit.
We just got off on the 150, 1037, he just wrecked out.
The chase didn't last long as the suspect crashed. What a poor decision. He didn't want to pay for a speeding ticket, and now he's about to face a much steeper price than just a fine.
Keep your hands out the window, man.
Alright, I got it.
Hey!
Buddy,
don't reach for nothing.
I'm showing you my hands, please.
Alright. What the?
And the suspect was arrested and taken into custody without further incident. 12 miles per hour, a vehicle covers the length of a football field in just under 2 seconds, making every moment in a pursuit at those speeds dangerously critical. On June 3, 2024, Trooper Brandon Cano with the Florida Highway Patrol clocked a burgundy sedan flying down I-4 westbound at 112 miles per hour in a 70 zone. When Trooper Cano attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over and began weaving recklessly through lanes at high speed, forcing the trooper to call in the pursuit. And this chase? It's like something straight out of an action movie, because what this suspect did next, we haven't seen in a very long time.
1028, can you provide an update to 1020 and what are the traffic conditions?
Moderate traffic.
10-4. Sanford 276, Sanford, are you on the 1031?
Light traffic. As soon as I get a chance, I want to put it. I just gotta get to it.
Hi, copy.
Slow down. Right now we're at 95, so we're not doing it otherwise.
That's 10-4.
I'm passing the 117. Passing the 116. I'm right on 1100. Where you at? 115. Light traffic. Speed 115.
1039 is Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
I believe so. It's an unmarked unit.
The suspect drove with extreme recklessness, and the chase spiraled out of control almost immediately. With heavy traffic on the road, the danger multiplied. This driver came inches from crashing into dozens of vehicles. And the craziest part is that this was only the beginning.
112 miles per hour, but I'm right on the area down here.
10-4, 100 mile per hour to you. 9, it comes back on a red Chrysler 4-door, decal expired 9/11/24.
There's 17 that's coming up on I-4. Can we get air?
That has been requested. And last unit you said your ID was 604, you're keying up with an alias.
That's 10-4, 604.
Copy, 109 westbound, 100 miles per hour. I'm just taking 14, not sure if it's the RO or not. Do show that he's valid, but is on probation.
Approaching the 108.
Copy, approaching 108.
The real question here is, how do you even stop a suspect like this? With backup still far away, the trooper's only real option was to stay close and keep eyes on him, waiting for the right opportunity. But what would you do if you were in the trooper's shoes?
$105, 95 miles per hour. Traffic is still moderate, but not heavy.
105, 95 miles per hour, moderate traffic.
I'll be there in a minute. Still on. We're going over the St. Charles Bridge right now, entering Seminole County. Going exit.
10-4, approaching 101 exit, 113 miles per hour.
You still have white traffic? You get off?
We're still I-4 westbound, 14 to 100.
Approaching 100. Copy, light traffic still approaching Lake Mary.
Now for light traffic on the outside of the shore.
10-4, heavy traffic approaching.
Still passing on the outside.
Finally, assistance arrived and the momentum started to shift in the trooper's favor. Even though the suspect kept driving like a maniac, it was clear his time was running out. With multiple units closing in, things were definitely not looking good for him anymore.
That's the form, you put a question on that. I copy to 1020. The 86.
The suspect was identified as Wilfred Ruiz, who, as it turns out, doesn't even have a valid driver's license in the U.S. He's also currently on probation for aggravated assault and has multiple failures to appear in court. After being medically cleared at Advent Health Orlando, Ruiz was transported to the Orange County Jail. But here's where things got worse for him. During the vehicle search, troopers found a black purse in the center console containing several ID and credit cards belonging to other people, a bag of white powder, plastic baggies, and a digital scale. The powder tested positive for cocaine, and based on the packaging and tools found, it was clear this wasn't for personal use, it was packaged for sale. With multiple felonies stacked against him and 2 heavily damaged patrol cars, Wilfred Ruiz is now facing serious time behind bars.